Hi, hello, how are you? I'm Tia, and welcome to the start of a new reading vlog. As the title suggests, I'm going to be reading like Katie Colson this week. I love Katie Colson. She is the first person I've ever subscribed to on Patreon, so I feel like she deserved her own video at this point. I've actually been planning this video for a while, but you know what? Now is the right time to do it. I have some books that I would really like to read based on her recommendation. If this is your first video of mine that you were seeing where I try out someone else's reading taste, I usually pick some books that I personally just like think of when I think of that booktuber or celebrity or person and read that for the week. For Katie Colson, she reads everything at this point. I think that's really cool. Some of the things that I will be looking into this week are The Push. I'm also going to be reading A Curious Beginning, first book in the Veronica Speedwell series, Anxious People by Frederick Bachman, and also another Frederick Bachman that the name is escaping me right now. And some things like that. I'm not going to set myself up too much with a TBR because I know that that can sometimes be my downfall because of me and my stress levels. But I'm trying to just go through the week and we're gonna read like Katie Colson. If she has some sprints this week, it's gonna be really exciting because I am in the Duchess tier. Hopefully we can get on some lives and kind of hang out. She doesn't know I'm doing this video. She doesn't know me, so there's that. I guess our reading tastes are pretty different, I would say. I think we do sometimes read a lot of the same books, but I don't know if we have the same opinions on them. I know I just read The Secret History, which I know is one of her favorite books. I give that one 2 stars. I loved Tender as the Flesh. She loved Tender as the Flesh. Definitely gonna be listening to a lot of audiobooks this week because Katie Colson loves herself a good audiobook. I keep using her full name because I feel like we're not on a first name basis yet. We will be, don't worry. But anyway, she loves audiobooks, so I'm gonna be listening to a lot of audiobooks, and that's just, I'm gonna be packing this week. I'm moving. Anyway, but I started A Curious Beginning, the first book in the Veronica Speedwell series. I started it last night. I was too excited to start this video. I was like, I'm so excited to read these books. So I started it and whew, I'm really enjoying it. This is the perfect thing for me right now because I have come off some like okay reads and some, you know, disappointing things, and I just want something fun. I really am just looking for fun right now, and this is giving me, it's such a blast. So we follow Veronica Speedwell, who's like caretaker essentially, who's like her aunt but not her aunt, dies. This man comes up to her, sounds more sketchy than it is, and is saying like, I like knew your mom maybe, and I'm gonna take care of you. And she's like, all right, chill. It's her in the care of this guy who's like a couple of years older than her, which I think is kind of funny. We love Stoker. And then the guy who originally talked to her gets murdered, so now they're trying to figure out this murder. They're also like into like collecting things, which is weird. I don't know if it's giving me like white explorers taking things from their natural places, which I don't love. I don't know if it's gonna give that. I'm hoping we're just solving a murder here, but that's like what they're doing and they're into, and it's gonna be a slow burn romance. I'm very excited. Enemies to lovers. My favorite line already popped up, which is when I heard someone mention, probably Katie, that is when Stoker is talking to Veronica and he says, it's like, I smoked opium once. Talking to you is like that, but less fun. And I was like, love, literally love. I love this dynamic so much, and like I said, it's exactly what I need right now. So I'm about 40% into that already. I know, I'm just speeding through it. I have some work bits to do today. I'm gonna take some bookstagram photos and some photos for my shop. I have an online shop. It's called Pia Prince if you want to check it out. Highly recommend. We have a lot of fun stuff coming soon, depending on when this video comes out. Might be already there. so I'm gonna listen to my audiobook some more, and like I said, I have to do a lot of packing this week because I'm moving next week, so yeah. And I'm wearing my Reading Rocks shirt today just to celebrate reading because it rocks, if you didn't know. So I'm almost done with Veronica Speedwell, or the first Veronica Speedwell, A Curious Beginning. Watching, I knew Katie would do this for us. She's sprinting right now with Erin over on Erin's channel. So I think what I'm going to do, instead of listening to more of my audiobook, although I only have like 20 minutes left of it, I am going to physically read because they're doing reading sprints. So I was gonna say I was gonna start this Frederick Bachman, but I think I'm going to instead just for the last little bit, and every morning the way home gets longer and longer. So we're gonna read this. I've heard this is short and it's emotionally taxing, so we'll find out. That is the quickest I think I have ever read a book, and the most, and the shortest amount of pages. I'm sorry, I literally sobbing a little bit. Yeah. Read that, I guess. Yeah, I finished that. I feel like sad. Yeah, I finished that and immediately just thought like, I don't want to see anyone right now. I don't want to look at anyone. I just want to like cry. The fuck? I know what to say. Whew. I don't know. I think it's 5 stars. I think it was a different writing style than I would have thought, but it made so much sense. Like, the writing style fit perfectly with the tone of the book and the message and what it was trying to get at. Cheers. Like, I don't like the thoughts that put in my head. I think I'm gonna decompress for the last little bit of the sprint because I don't think I can go on. We're in my bathroom. I need to update you on my books and what I'm reading because I feel like it's already been forever since I did you and it literally hasn't even... Anyway, I finished A Curious Beginning. I give that 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. I think these books are like candy to me. Like, they're so addictive. I was gonna wash my face while I do this, but this is not a good enough angle for me. Actually, I'll try. Totally get how she read like all the books back to back because I like low-key when I do. There are so many other books I want to read for this video that I like didn't even think about, and I was like, oh my god, wait, Katie also loves this and I really want to read it. If it appears to be anything like any other book I read, I'm literally never gonna finish the series because I'm so bad at finishing series. But let's hope, you know, fingers crossed that's not the case because I'm really liking it. It does give me like Stalking Jack the Ripper vibes. Almost reads YA in the fact that it like is so fast like paced and really like easy language. Yeah, it's like very, very easy to read. And I really thought it was YA, to be honest. I didn't think that Berkeley published YA, so I was like kind of confused. It's not that I don't care about the mystery. I do kind of care about it. I think it's quite simple. Like, it's not that deep, which is what I'm enjoying, and I really wanted that. I'm not really mad about that at all. But I just think like the vibes, the writing, the banter is fantastic. The characters are great. I think it just sets itself up really well. But yeah, I would highly recommend this book. It's super fun and a very quick read. So yeah, so far this vlog is going very, very well for me. Okay, Katie, I see you. Cannot jinx myself though. I did start another book recommended by Katie. I started The Push, which I think honestly she read for a video where she read like someone else, which I find kind of funny, but I do know she really enjoyed this book. This one is so weird. I was not expecting it. It is in second person, which I can count on one hand how many books I read in second person. I'm trying to think of the ones that I have. I think I read one recently, but the only one that I can think of right now is You, because I feel like that's like a prime example of using second person. And I DNF'd that book. That was one of my first DNFs ever. I might go back to it. This is like a side tangent, but I might go back to it. But it was so gross when I read it, I remember. But I was also like a sophomore in high school, so I'm not sure. This is about motherhood. It is very confusing right now. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on yet, to be honest with you. But right now it's just about motherhood. And I'm not sure like what kind of thriller this is exactly. Like if it's like paranormal, if it's like crime or like anything. So I just literally went into it blind, which is like my favorite thing to do with all books. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I'm like 7% I think into it, so I'll probably listen to that as I get ready to go to sleep. And then I think, see, I'm having an issue because I really would like to read Bunny in this vlog because I feel like it is my civil duty to read Bunny if I'm doing a Katie Colson vlog. So I downloaded it on my iPad. I got it from my library, so I'm definitely gonna read that in this vlog. However, I need to remember that this vlog is a week long and we're on day 1. I am working on my book tomorrow, and I usually work on my book like every other day, so like we'll see if that takes up too much time. But anyways, so I do want to read Bunny, but I also want to read Anxious People, and I'm probably going to read this and listen to the audiobook because I have the audiobook from my library. And then I also, how many books can I read in this vlog? I don't know. I also downloaded A Dowry of Blood from my library because I'm insane, because she also loves this book and I really want to read it. If I read all these books, like literally, I deserve a medal. I don't know. I have decided that I'm going to start Anxious People while I wind down to go to bed. I just like to physically read a little bit before I go to sleep. So I'm going to start this before I go to bed, and then I'll update you guys tomorrow on all of the books, all of the things. I did not want to film this when this was even more messy, but this is the progress. We have one bag packed and some, yeah. Y'all, I'm exhausted. I have been packing for the last hour and a half. Unpacking and packing. I left a lot of my stuff packed from when I moved because it's like winter clothes and stuff mostly. It's literally like 98% clothes. Not to say that I have a lot of clothes, but like, so I left it all packed. Hamstever. There's some stuff I don't want to bring, so I have to go through it. I am halfway through The Push. I'm watching a sprint right now with Olivia and Katie. Iconic. Yeah, I'm halfway through. This is giving me like Rosemary's Baby vibes. I think I read about a year ago and I really did like it. So I'm hoping something fun like that. I'm not gonna like spoil either that book or this one, so I'm hoping something like that is the twist of this book because I think that that's fun. I think it's a fun little twist. But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it right now. Yeah, I don't know if I'm necessarily enjoying it, but I'm reading it. Finished editing 2 chapters. I thought it was 1 chapter of my book and I was like, no, this is 2. Like, we like short chapters here. So I split that up because I added like a whole thing. I did a whole thing. You know what? You know how you do second draft vibe. And that was my goal for today, was to do 2 chapters. So I'm like, I legitimately, like, my brain is like fried. I hate packing. I hate packing. I'm gonna say it right now. I have like 3 packing videos on my channel and I've filmed more than that, but I always have like a panic attack mid-packing. I can't do it this time. I won't let it happen. I hate packing. It really stresses me out. I'm trying to start, you know, a week before I leave, so stay tuned. Subscribe for more. I love that I'm losing subscribers. That's actually really cute. Oh, let's talk about the fact that I changed my name, my channel name. That might be like a bit of confusion for people. I changed my name to my actual name, Pia LaPlaca. Hi, how are you? That's a little bit of confusion for you. I'm the same person. I'm still Pia's Pages. I'm still Pixiepia. I'm still Pia Prince. This is my name. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, I should be my name at this point because I have no cute puns to change it to. And at this point, like, I just want to be me. I'm debating whether or not I need more caffeine or if I need like less. I.e. a nap. Who are we talking to? The vlog. Okay. I vlog. Did someone say progress? Heyo. Had a little calm down and I think I figured it out. So only missing a few things. I'm still like a week out from leaving, so obviously we're not fully packed, but decently, you know. Alright, it is almost my bedtime, gonna be honest with you. A little bit past time. It's like 9:30. But I have to update you on my reading progress for the day. 190 pages into Anxious People and I'm really enjoying this. I had no idea what it was about. I just kind of jumped on it and it's not at all what I was expecting and I am loving it a lot. It's really, really good. I looked into like, I was like, why are people like not talking about the Netflix series because this got turned into a Netflix series in 2021. I literally was like, oh, I consume content in America and this is in Swedish. So I don't know actually how well it did. I might actually watch it like just with like subtitles or like dub or something like that because I am really enjoying this book and I am hoping that the second half is just as good as the first one. I love watching adaptations. I'm always so interested. If it looks okay, like if it looks decent. More importantly, I did finish a book because, you know, day 2 and I finished the book. Anyways, I finished The Push. This I'm giving like 3 stars. I feel kind of lukewarm about it. I think it just stood up as a push and it needed a push in the development of the plot. I feel like it just could have gotten so crazy. Like, this is so, and I'm using the word unhinged literally here. This is not like, oh, she's a feminist. No, this is unhinged. And I just wanted it to take that extra step, that extra Rosemary's Baby, like even make it supernatural, whatever, to make it a little bit crazier, keep me a little bit more invested. And I do feel like it's kind of like, I feel like it could have been a little bit more cohesive with more detail, with more, I don't know, I feel like I wanted the stakes to be higher. I wanted big things to be happening and I didn't get that. And I also feel like the ending shouldn't have been the ending. Like, I want to see what's happening next. It's not even a cliffhanger. It's like, is it a cliff? No, it's not, because I don't know. But I feel like this ended when I would literally be more interested to hear what happens after than what actually happened to the book. Finish that, give it 3 stars. I am getting my hair done tomorrow, so I'm going to be at our house for a while and not reading. I am still hoping to finish Anxious People. I am probably not gonna do more packing. I'm pretty packed. I do think I'll start A Diary of Blood tomorrow because that's the only other audiobook that I think I have for this video. So, hello my friends. It is Wednesday. I just got my hair done. Can we tell? Do we like? How do we feel? I am 25% into A Diary of Blood and it's not doing anything for me at the moment. Listen, I will give every book the same chance to change my life. And if it doesn't, it's a disappointment. I don't know what this book is. I know what it is, and I'm just not feeling it yet. I'm not feeling any sort of strong emotion towards it at the moment. Anyways, I'm working on the shop right now, today, doing lots of drawings, but this shenanigans takes a long time. And I did do a blood test. Anyway, I would really like to finish Anxious People. I think I only have like an hour left of listening time with my audiobook, so that's exciting. I am really, really enjoying this book. I just sit down and read it. Hopefully after dinner that will happen. I am, like I said, very much enjoying it, and so I would like to get back to it. Diary of Blood, I'm not sure. And it's a short audiobook and I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like, is there a plot here? Don't talk to me about it. Anyways, get all this more of that right now and then get to this bad boy. I could do like a cool transition, go like, but I would never remember to finish that out. So I finished The Diary of Blood And yeah, it took me like 2 seconds. Listen, it's a short audiobook, but anyways, it's a short book. I finished this book and I gave it 2 stars. My biggest point that I want to make sure that it comes across is I just don't think this book is for me. I don't know if this was a bad book, but I know it's not my type of book, and that it did a lot of things and had a lot of aspects that I have never enjoyed in books. Like I honestly think I don't like this kind of like gothic horror genre. It has yet to work for me at the moment, you know, as of right now. It just like reminds me of things like Mexican Gothic, which is a book I DNF'd. Like it has this very slow pace, and to me it doesn't feel very horror, except with like the blood. This is a Dracula retelling, except it's like about Dracula's wives and like partners, and it's all very gay. Very cool. I respect it. Like I can see, I guess, how people like I just know that this is not something I like. I don't know why. I love horror that's like fun and fun, that like is more fast paced, I guess, in some ways, and more intriguing. Like this just felt like we were all sitting around, we were all drinking each other's blood, we were all like, I don't know, if I want to read about like a really abusive relationship, I just don't know if I go to vampires for it. It's a story about abuse. It's a story about a really abusive relationship, and like I don't know, I feel like the almost puppetry, the like addition of the vampire like aspect didn't make me feel as compelled to be interested in the story, whereas I do really enjoy, and I do, well, not enjoy, but I do spend a lot of time seeking out stories that do center around abusive relationships or those sorts of things. I just feel like the vampire-ness and all the things that come with that really distracted from that, at least for me. And I don't think also there was like a love story, like it didn't really resonate with me at all. Like I didn't really see the connection there. I don't know, I didn't like it. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people like it. I looked on Goodreads and like every single one of my friends on Goodreads has rated it like 5 or 4 stars. So I'm in the minority here. I respect it, like have your own opinion, mama, but like I didn't like it. I didn't see the point, and it was very short, and like nothing happened. Very anxious people. Have not done that today, so I've been very busy. But tomorrow's a new day. Hopefully we'll finish Anxious People and then start a little something else. Hello my friends. It has been a long motherfucking day and I have not updated you yet. I haven't done any reading. I have done just about everything else in my life. Rewrote 2 chapters of my book. 2 chapters. 3 chapters. Let me just like correct myself. 3 fucking chapters. I did some designing of some stickers. I did some printing of some stickers, formatting shit, and I filmed 2 videos. So that, I think that's it. So like, here we are. I also started another book, which has nothing to do with this video, but I needed an audiobook because I have no more audiobooks for this video, and I kind of thought about it. But anyways, I am now going to sit down and relax and read the rest of this book because I've been literally just dying to do this all day, and I have not had a single moment to myself. Well, I have been by myself, I think, for the majority of the day, but I've been doing lots of other shenanigans. So I haven't had time to relax, some respite. I like look at these nails. They're horrible. Like, and I will give you my final thoughts once I'm done with it. I'm so freaking excited to read the rest of this book. So I have just finished Anxious People. I gave it 5 stars. I didn't anticipate giving this 5 stars, but when I think about it, I'm just like, this is a book I want to reread. This is a book that I think was so carefully crafted. I'm like in awe of how this was written. It's so clever. You would think like this kind of book with like covering some serious topics like suicide and depression and loneliness and grief, you would think this is a really sad, dreary book, and it's such an uplifting, witty book that's like absurd and quirky and heartfelt. It is like literally everything. It's the most unimaginable scenario, but all of the themes are just so strong and so beautiful, and I fucking love this book. And it's so smart how it's written. It's so flipping smart. It's so like precise and exact, and everything fits in together. It all just makes so much sense. It's so good. I really literally want to read it again. Right, because it's like also a mystery. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I loved it. Okay. This book I'm gonna read in this vlog is going to be, why are my bangs like this? The last book I'm reading in this vlog is going to be Bunny by Manowar. I'm not reading that today or tonight because it's 9 o'clock, and I don't think I would like to really start that right now. I'm kind of tired and I don't know if it's gonna stick. I'm terrified to read this book. I'm really scared. I'm really nervous. I feel like I'm just scared I'll be too dumb. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Hello my friends. So I did an update yesterday because I didn't read anything yesterday. I was working and stressing myself out. Today I worked and didn't stress myself out, so that was cool. I'm almost done packing. Kind of fucking exciting for me. The most exciting thing, if you're here for the purpose of this video, not just for the saga that is my life, but you should be here for that too. But anyways, I have started Bunny. I know, a moment of silence for like my pre-Bunny era. Anyways, I am about 100 pages into Bunny. I have to tell you, I do not like the writing style. I do not like how this is written. It has way too many metaphors and so many like references. And I swear it has used the phrase like, or the phrase, yeah, the phrase, like fishnet, what is it? Fishnet something, fishnet glance, fishnet something, and I'm like, what? And it's a David Bowie eyes. I was like, what the fuck are we talking about here? But I'm interested in like what the fuck is going on. That's fun. That's fun figuring it out. But like the whole word mountain you have to climb to get to the point of the story is like really a lot for me, but I'm having a good time. So about 100 pages into that. We'll see where it goes. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I really want to get it though. Like, I've been worried about reading this book. I have been apprehensive about it, and I have been almost putting it off because I'm like, I want to make sure that I'm in the right headspace. I have the right amount of time to like dedicate to really focusing on the words and really like absorbing the story, because I have been told that it's weird, it's hard to understand, and you won't necessarily get it the first time. And listen, I love books. I love books so much. I have so many of them. But I am not in the business of like having to read things again. I read things again if I have the desire to, if I just want to relive something again because I really enjoy it. Yeah, that's about it. I don't want to have to do anything, point blank, period, especially when it comes to reading. So that's how I feel right now about that. So I've really been trying my best on this one, really like zoning in on what's going on. And it's interesting. Smut Salon, now I get like all the references to Katie Colson's like Patreon tiers. I'm like, oh, Smut Salon, Duchess, like I get it guys. But I'm very interested. I really like the whole like names for some things. I think that's really fun. I don't know, I don't like a lot of it right now. I'm just like interested to see what's going to happen. But other than that, I'm going to keep reading it. I'm probably gonna read more tomorrow. I gotta take apart my bed that I'm moving because it's already put together. It's like an IKEA bed, but we have to take it apart so we can put it in the car so we can put it back together in my apartment. Then I have to take some product photos. Not already follow my shop on Instagram or just like know the website, pixieprints.frickin.com. Look at that. Look at these. Like, are these not fucking professional as hell? I shouldn't curse when I do this, but I do. I'll probably do my listings as well tomorrow and just like get everything live up in the shop. So like I said, if you're not following my Instagram for my shop or just like staying up to date with like the Etsy and the website, I would recommend the website. Cheaper prices, but do what you will. So I just started rewatching Boy Meets World, which is just I love it. Like, I love it. I never finished it, so I think I got to like halfway through. I didn't finish it. I love rewatch podcasts. I love them so much. I will rewatch anything if there are rewatch podcasts. I will. So I love like watching it along with someone else and like having the discussion. I love it so much. So I've been really enjoying watching a little episode of Boy Meets World and then listening to a little episode of the podcast. It is so fun. So I'm really enjoying that right now. That is also why I haven't been reading so much. But yeah, I'm gonna watch some Seinfeld with my parents tonight because I'm trying to finish that up before I leave. We're on season 9. Exciting times. I hope you guys did not think that I was going to wrap up this vlog without wrapping up my final thoughts on Bunny, because here we are, we're gonna do it. I wasn't even planning on reading this book for this video, but I feel like I wouldn't have been able to like close out this video and not having read or finish this book. I finished Bunny. I'm sorry, I'm in my apartment right now and it's kind of very messy right now because I'm still moving. There's also a lot of street noise because I live in a basement apartment and we have no air conditioning. But to talk about Bunny, I think when I was reading this book, I had a difficult time with my experience because I think that I had so much anxiety going into it, which sounds so stupid. I was really worried that after I had finished reading this book, I wouldn't understand it to the degree that other people have. And especially since I had initially heard, you know, like if you don't like it, you probably don't understand it. And that to me just like really freaked me out. And so I had a lot of anxiety going into it, and then I just kind of like went for it and I started reading it. And I don't think I liked it all that much. I understood it, but I also I finished the book, you know, having gone, okay, that was weird, whatever. But like, am I missing something because I didn't love this book? It didn't wow me. It didn't become an all-time favorite. Like, it didn't do any of that for me. So I'm like, what was I missing? So I like went on a little deep dive and I was trying to figure it out, and I didn't miss anything. You know, like that is the conclusion I came to. I didn't miss anything, and I shouldn't feel like I am stupid for not liking a book and that it's because I don't know how to read and I wasn't comprehending the material that I was reading, because I just didn't have any sort of attachment to the characters, to the story. I just was like, okay, this is a weird time, like kind of interesting, but like kind of blah. Like I feel like it went there in a sense, but it didn't like go there, you know what I mean? And I can't spoil it because like everything about this book is very, you know, like it's twisty, it's turny, it's like nothing is quite as it seems, all that nonsense. So like I'm not gonna do that to you, but I have a hard time like discussing why this didn't work for me, because I think I really did not enjoy the writing style of this book. My problem with this book is I can see why people like this book. I can see the type of person that would like this book, and like other books that they would like The Secret History is another book that I read and going very closely to my reading of this book, and I was like, oh, like I didn't really like that book either, but I can see why someone who likes A Secret History would like Bunny. Like I can see the underlying things, the tone, whatever. Like I can see how if you would like one, you would like the other, and I can understand why you would like it, but I personally don't like that kind of like quiet story of nothing's going on, nothing's really quite explained, like nothing's really exactly not told to you, because it doesn't necessarily have to be told to you, but I think it's one of those things of like, I think there's this trope in like, for one example, like vampire books where they will never actually say like the word vampire, or they'll never like explicitly state that they are vampires or whatever, and I think that that's something I really don't like personally, because I just am someone who likes the kind of honesty of being kind of direct with your content. And as much as I love how different everyone's interpretations of books can be, I think that's one of the best things about reading in general. I do think that there are some things that should be concrete and concretely stated, and I just felt like there was nothing tying me down to this book. Nothing about it was that exciting or interesting to me, so I give it 2 stars. And I'm not really mad that I didn't like it. I actually really don't care. I'm really mad that I had such a hard time just like grappling with that fact. I think it was really hard for me to like come to terms with the fact that I really didn't like something. Was just so stupid that you would feel any shame in having any sort of opinion on any book, on anything really in general, if it's, you know, not harming anyone. Like on a book, like so dumb that I would feel shame about that, but I did, and I you know, it does kind of stir up a little something in my tummy about that, because I'm like feeling a little bit anxious about other people seeing that I, you know, didn't like it. That's my opinion. Ugh. That's my onion, leave me alone. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this video. I think I got a mixed bag of things really, and I think that is just how I align with Katie Coulson's taste. Like, we do not see eye to eye on everything, which I don't think will ever happen with one of these videos, but the whole point is to like find some cool new things that maybe I wouldn't have read. And I just read the Pallbearers Club, which she didn't really like, and I also gave like a similar rating, so here we are, we're the same. Yes, if you are not already subscribed to Katie Coulson's channel, I'm not sure exactly why you're watching this video, but I would recommend subscribing to her because she's very, very cool. A very cool gal, reads obviously a lot of different things than I do, but that's the fun stuff. Let me know whose favorite books I should read next. That being said, make sure to like and subscribe to all the things, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.